Esto es fácil, ¿no? How many minutes now? 5 minutes? 5 minutes? 100%.
Clearly wondering if the attacking player, in this case Abinda Ngoye, could have got on the end of that ball, or maybe it's not conclusive. It's hard to be absolutely sure. The referee has to be sure to make the call. That's why he's taking his time. Has made his call. There is no penalty. And celebrated that decision by Bright Versailles. Samuel, a shake of the head from Abinda Ngoye, who's the Gabon player involved, the very experienced 33-year-old centre-back playing in Turkey these days. He thought that was a penalty, but it's not been given. Well then, how big a moment could that turn out to be in this semi-final? It is going to be a Gabon corner. After a long delay. Towards the back post, collected by Stanley Nwabali. Looks for the early ball forwards. Touched on by Chukwueze, looking for Osimhen. Let's get back into the rhythm of the game now after that break in play. Frederick coming across the cover. The referee bringing it back here for a free kick in midfield. Goalless between Nigeria and Gabon then. One of the teams that have already qualified, Mohamed Salah's Egypt, Senegal, been firmly established as a powerhouse in African international football for some time now. South Africa. Great to see Bafana heading back to the World Cup, finishing above Nigeria in Group C. Cape Verde, what an incredible achievement it was for them to qualify as winners of their group. Morocco, semi-finalists last time. Cote d'Ivoire, the reigning African champions. Algeria, Tunisia, the Black Stars of Ghana have all qualified for the World Cup. The draw, remember, taking place just a few weeks away. 3 weeks tomorrow in Washington, D.C. Draw for the Inter-Confederation playoffs, by the way, will take place next week. We don't know who plays who in those playoffs. Depending on your FIFA ranking, either have to play 2 games or just one. Luanga trying to force his way through. Bassi covering. Time then for a change. Double substitution. Ademola Lookman, last year's African Footballer of the Year, and Samuel Chukwueze. 2 players coming off here. Moses Simon, we thought we'd see him entering the fray at some point. Number 15 with Paris FC in Ligue 1 in France. And Chidera Ejuke of Sevilla in Spain coming on as well. So Fresh legs in attack as we hit the hour mark here in Rabat. Of Atalanta, Chukwueze played for Fulham this season in England, and it's Simon Anajuke coming on, so not really a surprise that Eric Schell has opted to freshen things up on the flanks. Running that one. Penda, who is putting in a lively performance on his senior international debut for somebody who's playing club football in the lower leagues in France. Currently appealing to the fourth official down there, the Gabon coach. Just celebrated 2 years in charge, well-travelled playing career. Uyuma represented Gabon at international level too. Panthers still making life very uncomfortable for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Nigeria must have been hoping that they'd done the really hard part by turning around a flagging qualifying campaign. Think back to where they were in June of last year. They drew 3 and lost 1 of their first 4 matches. Games that overall you'd be expecting them to win. Didi into the challenge. The referee's going to bring it back here. The Gabon free kick. Wilfred and Didi need to be a little bit careful. Jacques Ecomier is the Gabon player making the run forwards from left back. Pushed over by Didi. Stanley Mwabali organising his defence. Are we going to get the breakthrough goal in normal time? Standing over this. Back helping out defensively for the Nigerians. So they haven't last that one, the free kick delivery caused, and that one is headed behind by Victor Osimhen. Still hasn't really had a chance to grasp back in this game. As the rain continues to fall here in the Moroccan capital. Gabon give their fans massed at this end of the stadium something to shout about. It would be a massive moment if Gabon could take the lead against the Nigerians. The delivery from the left, deep ball is behind Frederick for another corner. Just arouse the supporters of the Panthers here. Minutes in, Nigeria have not created anything really in the second half. It's Gabon who've been more threatening. Mabali collects that ball. Stephen Mabali, the goalkeeper who plays club football in South Africa. Ball got behind from another Gabon corner. Straight into the arms of Mwabali that time. Looks to set off the counter. He will be. Big switch of play. This is Ejuke. Sevilla winger, freshly on as a substitute, looking to pick out a teammate in the middle. Adams and Osimhen in there. That's better for the Nigerians. Qualifier, 37 now, the Gabon captain. Lower league football in France these days, but claim denied after a VAR check. And then losing possession with disastrous consequences. Gabon now running out of time to turn this around. Just 11 minutes of the 19th to play. They're going to have to throw everything at the Nigerians, and they may well be picked off on the counter. Osimhen with the interception. Njuke, fresh legs of the substitute, back the way to Ndidi. Forward. Well, Nigeria just need to make sure they avoid making a mistake. Gabon's good performances have usually come at home. They're very formidable indeed in front of their own supporters. They tend to play games in Franceville. Can be a bit tougher for them on their travels. Excellent campaign all round in the group phase, of course. Only Côte d'Ivoire taking anything off them. But really, this has been a step up for them tonight in terms of the quality in the opposition camp. And at this level, if you give the ball away in such a situation, well, you are liable to be punished, especially if the...
Nigeria against Gabon, honestly speaking, the game is very, very, very tough. To be honest, Gabon is playing very well, Nigeria as well, but I'm not really surprised about Gabon, their performance so far, because when you look at the group that they was with Africa champions, that is Côte d'Ivoire, just only 1 point different. Côte d'Ivoire lead them to top the group, so I'm not really surprised about their performance so far. Let me know what you think right here as well. I'm going to be showing you when they finish the game. I'm going to be showing you the full highlight right here. So do not go nowhere. A lot to come on this platform. To remind you, Cameroon also going to be playing against DR Congo. We're going to be showing you the match highlight right here on this platform. So yeah, stay tuned. More to come on your way.